everybody, Mailman here from Go Productions. 23 hog kills in June. I got 2 hot patterns. I think they're going to produce every year. I added them together and it was a great month, and here's why. No cameras and no corn out. I didn't have to bait. I didn't have to waste time or money baiting. Didn't have to waste those batteries and check those SD cards in June. I think I'm on a pattern now every June where we're going to get high numbers. What I've added was the wheat. The cut wheat fields. When that wheat falls off that equipment, those hogs come in there and they start to vacuum up that wheat on the ground. Then I got the wild onions where they're rooting. Summertime rooting. The ground is hard everywhere because the sun's beating down on it. But you have that areas where they root. Get on those areas and hit it hard. And that's what I've been doing. I've been rotating. One night I'll hit with the wheat first, then the wild onions. The next time I'm out 2 days later, I go to the wild onions first, and then I'm on the wheat. Taking those big sows, and then I get into there and I start wiping up the rest of them, cleaning up those smaller piglets, and just get that population down so they're not on that field as much. On this first video, you're going to see I got the 3x14 XSight 4K Pro. I got my Predator Tactics Coyote Reaper XXL. Fits right there between my Swagger bipod. I really like it. And what I did is I went back to the wheat field first. Got there now. Here's another lesson. I got 2 wheat fields about 200 yards apart. I'm in the first wheat field, about 10 minutes standing there. Here come the hogs. I see them in the woods. I hear them in the woods. The first 2 piglets, about 50 to 60 pounds, come out in the field. The mother calls to them. I hear the growl. The babies run back in. They loop around the field. I know where they're going now. I put too much pressure on one field. They went over to the other field. I go over to the other field. There's a mother, 7 to 10 babies, and there's 9 more hogs out there. I unfortunately spooked the mother again with my IR. I had 2 IRs on at the time. I'm getting my BinoX in there, and I'm trying to get a double kill or double video, and that mother seen that IR. Took a shot at her, but I hit the ground beside her. She took off. They split up. I know that those little ones are heading back toward the other field. It's just like stacking of baits. When you take off of one, they go to the other. Now I go back over. I get into an area. It's a 3-tiered wheat field. So you got a field and an elevation change, a field and another elevation change. On those elevation changes, that hill, there's high weeds. The equipment cannot cut it. So I stalk right along that weed line. The hogs don't see me. I get into an area. Get my BinoX set up on my tripod. The bad thing about a Swagger bipod is you got to get down low. Even with the legs extended, you are down low. That weed gets in my vision. I got to find an area where I can shoot through, so the video is not that great, but I found one little window that I could shoot through. I get the 3x14 on there, and I take one of those piglets out of there, dropping them down. I couldn't get any more shots because they ran off so much. I really pressured those wheat fields, and it's going to switch. We're going to have a transition pretty soon off of those wheat fields. I'll get my bait stations out. I'll get my cameras out, getting ready for deer season. Right after that, head to the onions. The onions is my second pot. That wild onion place where they're rooting. Slide in there with my Thor LT. That's a scaled down version of the Thor 4. Does not record. Get into that area and I drop 2 more. 23 for the month of June. I got them 3 that last night. So we're really on a good pattern. June is a great month to get with me for numbers. When we get those thermals next year, running 2 thermals, we'll up that number. I know we will. July, we're gonna have that pattern go into there. But what I had was the farmer on them onions sent me a picture. He cut that field now because I killed so many there. That's going to change. That's going to dry up. I know it's going to dry up. Last July it did. The wheat's going to keep producing until all that wheat's gone. And then we're going to move into, in August and September, we're moving into on the corn and get ready for deer season. So on our way to another 100 in South Carolina, easily halfway there. We'll surpass 100 again for the 3rd straight year. Stay tuned for many more good videos from ATN. Many more new products coming out. The OTS scanners coming out. The new XSights are coming. We're going to jump into those. I got a Thor 4 coming, 640. It'll be my first 640 ever. Going to get some good video with that and keep you on those hogs all year long. Jump back into those coyotes once those young coyotes come out again too. So let's check out this last video of June.